Hey folks, it's me, John Caspian.
And I'm Joseph Collins.
And this is Board Game Talk, where we talk about board games. Surprise! Haha! Today we're going to be talking about the best single-player games. So last week we talked about what again? Oh, that's bright.
We talked about board games, how to start a board game collection.
That's right. So Joseph, go ahead and take us away with number one while I fix my camera here real quick. But start us off with our best single-player games that you don't have to bring your friends over to play.
Well, one of the games that I actually is one of my personal favorite games is the game Elder Signs from Fantasy Flight, and it's basically a dice rolling game, well, kind of like Yahtzee, where you have it's pretty much based in a museum, unlike the other ones. Like the first Arkham Horror game is based in the streets of Arkham, and the other one, which is the Arkham, I think it was like Elder Horror, is based around the world. This one's based in a museum, where you go around, you take your investigators, and you have these tarot side cards that has what these symbols on it that are known as tasks, and you take the dice and you roll the dice and you try to match the symbols on the dice to the symbols on the cards, and you have to, and you only can, and you keep on rolling until you don't have any more dice to roll. And this happens by every time you roll, then you don't complete a task, you get to remove a die from a dice pool. So, and nice. You just keep on. You get rewards for completing the tasks, and if you don't complete tasks, you get penalized. So it's a really good game. It's like, I think it's best. It works from 1 to 8 players, but I think it's best between 1 and 6, 1 and 5. But you can play solo by just taking on 3 investigators, and you just do that. Roll the dice and complete tasks. So it can be played a single player. So it's a really good game. It's really fun. I enjoy it.
Nice, and we had that at the store.
Oh, we do have it at store. I think we have one expansion to it as well.
So what's really cool is you can ask people to get it for you for Christmas. They can get the game for you. But if you have a game that you don't necessarily want, or that you don't necessarily have at the store yet, or a game that's not even been released, you can get a Giga-Bites gift card, and that's really nice. A gift to be able to give and to get. Giga-Bites gift cards.
Oh yeah.
What's the next game?
The next game is, of course, one of the big 4X's game. We have Scythe, the classic here, or the new classic, and it's based in a alternate universe 1920s Europe after the First World War, and basically you have this landscape that has been really untouched. No one has claimed it, and you have these basically this abandoned warehouses where they build mechs. And basically, you're fighting over the landscape, and it goes up from 1 to 5 player. And with the first one, you have to work against an AI, just computer that could cards and decks and so forth. So it's a really fun game. So you want to come down and check it out too. So it's really
yeah, Scythe is definitely a newer classic, I guess you can say. Very, very popular. Yeah. We run out all the time, so grab it definitely. Yeah. What's next on our list?
Another one is Imperial Settlers. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, Imperial Settlers, right? It's a card game, and it goes from 1 to 4 player. It comes with a solo variant, and you're basically you're collecting resources, and you're basically building a settlement, or not settlement, but building a civilization. And you do this by laying down cards in your tableau, and you're basically collecting resources, and you can attack. I think you can attack other players in this. So. Yeah, so it takes about 45 to 90 minutes, and they do have other expansions out there. So so it's looks exciting actually. So it'll be fun.
Nice. All right, what's next?
Another one we don't have it here, but we can get it. It's called a Hostage Negotiator. Now this game is specifically for 1 player. It's not for anybody else. And basically, what it is you are collecting cards like a deck builder game, and you have this threat level like in Pandemic, and you can collect cards and you can play cards to negotiate, pretty much rescuing hostages. And you do this by buying cards, and unlike most deck builders where you buy a card, you have to discard it with your rest discard, it has a mechanic that once you buy a card, it goes directly into your hand. So you can play that card to decrease the threat level. And it actually came out with an expansion. So I mean, if you're interested in just playing by yourself, it's really fun. It looks really fun too. So if we don't have it here at the store, but if you want, you can come down, come pick it up, and we'll be more than happy to save it for you and reserve it.
Nice, awesome, cool. What is the next one on our list?
The next one, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing this right. It's Onirim.
Oh,
Onenima. I don't know how to pronounce that.
yeah, bring it up.
Yeah. Well, I don't have it with me.
Oh,
It's not here at the store.
okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So, but we can get it for you. But it's a classic, and I think it has a spin-off game or expansion, and it goes from 1 to 2 players. I'm sorry.
Onion?
No, not onion. It's Onirim.
No idea.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure pronouncing, but anyway, basically the concept of the game is that you are you're in a dream or caught in a dream, and basically you or your teammate is trying to find these doors, and you have 8 doors to find, and you have to unlock them, and you do this by, of course, collecting cards and playing cards, but you have to do it before the deck runs out. So it's kind of like there's a mechanic in Pandemic that does that. So it sounds really also just really fun and really tense, and it's basically specifically designed for 1 to 2 players. So, and it also has a spin-off, like we said. So if you want it, we can come down, pick it up, or you can special order for you if you want.
Sweet. And then there's Pandemic Legacy, of course, or no,
Pandemic.
not Legacy. Pandemic, the original board game.
Yeah, Pandemic you can play solo. I mean, you just have to take on 3 pawns and just play it as you normally would. Just so you can do that. So
nice. So that is anything else?
I know that's pretty much it. Everything I could find here at the store. So
nice.
Oh,
so that is our list of top single-player games. If you're looking for good party games, we have the video from last week. And then what are we doing next week again?
Probably. I mean, I don't think. Probably something Christmas related.
Yes, it's gonna be a Christmas related one because next week is all Christmassy. So get your holiday shopping down at Giga-Bites Cafe. Joseph's there right now, although he won't be there if you left now to go see him. But he's there on Mondays and Thursdays, and you can talk to him about all the different board games that you might want to play. He'll give you the scoop on them. But we thoroughly enjoy our board games at Giga-Bites Cafe. So thanks y'all for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See ya. Have a good night.